guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch and review for you. Today we are looking at the China Glaze Fall 2019 collection, which is called Gone West. So this collection consists of 8 different polishes. We've got a lot of different finishes here and they're all pretty interesting, so let's just get started with the swatches. So as always, I am using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail from staining. This is the Cuccio base coat, which I will link down below. So starting off with the first color, which is called Campfired Up. It is a really beautiful, sort of muted fall red shade, and it actually has an insanely good formula. This one gave me 1 coat coverage, but I ended up throwing on a second coat just to show you guys what that looks like. Just overall a really impressive formula and a really gorgeous color. I definitely love finding reds that aren't like your typical bright summery red. I think this is a really nice alternative, kind of like wintry fall shade where it's a little bit more muted, but it's still pretty bright on the nails, and it's a nice classic color to have. Next up we have the shade Take the High Rodeo, which is a really beautiful, sort of dark, dusty rose shade that has a golden shimmer in it, and it also has these little gold flecks in it that almost have like a little holographic sparkle. They're very subtle, but what they do is they actually like catch the light differently from the shimmer and they create a little sparkle on the nail in addition to the shimmer, and I think that is so beautiful and unique. This one did give me full coverage in 2 coats. It was a tiny bit sheer on the first coat, but I did get full coverage on that second coat, and I think it's just an absolutely stunning color, and it's again just perfect for fall. It's a really nice shade. Next up we have the shade Lawless and Flawless, which is actually a really interesting soft baby pink, almost neutral kind of shade that also has a really beautiful but kind of subtle fuchsia shimmer in it, as well as those little flecks again that kind of catch the light, and I feel like those flecks are really easy to see in the swatch, but it's kind of hard to see that fuchsia shimmer that runs throughout it. But overall I think this is a really unique color. I don't know that I necessarily think of it as a fall color. This almost just feels like an everyday kind of like neutral, subtle color that has a nice shimmer in it, but I do think it is a really beautiful part of the collection, and I did get full coverage in 2 coats, so I definitely like it. Next up we have the shade Prairie Tail Ending, which is a really beautiful sort of yellowed nude shade, and again just absolutely amazing formula and absolutely amazing coverage. Again, I did get full opacity in the first coat, wanted to show you guys the second coat just so you could see what that looked like, but overall again just a really stunning color. When I saw it in the bottle I felt like it almost looked like a pale pastel-y kind of yellow, but once I had it on it definitely felt like a nice fall neutral nude shade, and I think it just works really well with my skin tone. Next up we have the shade Gold Mind Ya Business which is a really beautiful gold shade that also has a scattered holographic shimmer to it. So this one was actually super sheer. It ended up being 3 coats for full coverage, and honestly I feel like I could have done another coat. This color reminded me a ton of the shade Glow Worthy from the China Glaze Body and Soul collection from their summer 2019 collection, but this one I was not as impressed with. I feel like the one from the Body and Soul collection was a lot more opaque. It looked a lot nicer. It was a little bit more brown as opposed to like this bright yellowed gold shade, but yeah, this one I just felt like was a little bit too sheer, and it was also, I don't know, a little bit too similar. Maybe because the Body and Soul one was pretty successful, they wanted to kind of go for it again, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. Next up we have the shade Cowboy Bye, which is a really beautiful, almost grayed out purple that has a really intense copper shimmer in it, as well as scattered holographic flakes. So this is one of the ones I feel like in every collection lately China Glaze comes out with at least one shade that I feel like looks like an indie brand made it. This is the one for this collection. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's super unique. It's not necessarily a classically pretty color, but I do think it looks gorgeous, and I feel like it definitely screams fall just with all the colors that are going on in there. And it was fully opaque in 2 coats. I felt like it gave me great coverage. It looked super gorgeous, and in the sunlight I imagine this looks absolutely crazy because that hollow sparkle was pretty intense and I really liked it. Next up we have the shade Buffalo Bills Bills Bills, which I actually couldn't figure out even how to begin to describe this, but on their website it's described as a brown gold shimmer. I guess that makes the most sense, but to me it almost looks a little multi-chromatic. I guess it does have that brown base color, and then it has like a duochromatic gold to green shimmer in it. I think it's another just really unique color, and it is really intense. I feel like it does have some properties of a multi-chrome. It was opaque in 2 coats. It looked absolutely gorgeous. Once I had it fully opaque, it looked kind of bronzy on me, but again, it's just a really unique, interesting color. And last but not least, we have the shade Cattle Drive Me Crazy, which is a black and teal that has that sort of streaky finish. I absolutely love this one. It was a true 1-coater. I think this would be perfect for stamping. I feel like this color especially would look super beautiful with that neutral shade in the collection, and overall just really nice sort of different accent kind of color to round out the collection and make it really interesting. So overall, I do like these polishes. I think most of them are really good. I love that they have that new wide flat brush, but it is a little bit thinner than most wide flat brushes, so even if you are the type of person who prefers the small round brush, you might actually really find yourself enjoying this one too. The only thing is, the China Glaze Fall 2018 collection was probably my favorite fall collection of all time, and I feel like I will forever be comparing China Glaze to that collection, and I feel like this one was not as good, although to be fair, I don't think any collection will be as good, but just because of that, I was kind of like hoping that they would do something even better, because I feel like every year China Glaze just outdoes their last fall collection, and their fall collections are like my favorite China Glaze collections. So I don't know. I mean, overall I do honestly like them. I just wish that they had done even better this year than they had last year, but I do think last year's are better. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite, if you've picked any of these up or if you plan to. I will put links to purchase in the description. They're available at Ulta, they're available at Sally Beauty, basically anywhere that you can get China Glaze, and it's a pretty affordable brand, but it is a different price in each place. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my swatch and reviews, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of them. Alright, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! Alright, so my fun fact is, instead of a purse, I carry a backpack, like a little mini one. I feel like that's actually not that uncommon. I see a lot of girls who do it, but for whatever reason, whenever I carry it, people are always like, why do you have a backpack? So I don't know, maybe it's like too big to be like a backpack purse. It's like, it's just this little bag. I think it's small, and I keep like my wallet and stuff in it, and I think it's really cute. But yeah, people are always like, and then whenever I go anywhere, people are like, oh, are you a student? And I'm like, no, this is my purse. So yeah, I carry a backpack instead of a purse. I just feel like it's easier to just like, you know what I mean? Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!